What's up, guys? CZeroMedia here. Today I'm taking the FZ09 out for the first time with my buddies. We're going to a car meet over in Grosse Pointe. We got an R6. We got my speed triple. My buddy's riding that, the white one right there. Got an R1. In front of that is another R1. Actually, no, that's an R6. No, that's not R6. That's a SB600, I believe. We're cruising, we're riding, it's beautiful weather, enjoying life. So yeah, before I begin this video, I decided to keep the FZ09 instead of a Triumph Speed Triple. Although, both are great bikes, I think FZ09 is a better bike for me, simply because it's more raw. It's newer, and it's Yamaha. Shoots flames! The acceleration on this bike is absolutely ridiculous. I thought the Triumph was a torque monster, but man, this thing takes off. Holy crap! I feel like the bike is a little lighter than the Triumph Speed Triple too. It's more nimble, more agile, little easier to control, I feel like. It feels more like a toy than the Triumphs, which is more of a refined vehicle. The throttle on the right hand here feels a lot more like made of like a plastic cheap material compared to Triumphs, which feels nice and solid in your hand. But I guess these are things that could be easily changed if need be. And right away I noticed the gauge is a lot more advanced than the Triumph Speed Triple. It actually gives you what gear I'm in, and maybe because I've been riding all these old toys, but the gas gauge is actually a gas meter and not a gas light that comes on when the gas is low. So it's kind of nice to know exactly where I'm at on my fuel gauge. That's a nice feature for sure. Oh yeah, this thing rips. Wow, it's got torque everywhere. This thing is so fun. As you can see though, this FZ09 does have the aftermarket windscreen, which is actually helping me out a lot on highway speeds. The Triumph and the Cafe Racer has so much wind resistance whenever I ride on the highway. So it's nice that the wind is diverted above my head, so I'm not feeling all that wind resistance right on my face. I do need to get fender eliminators, so I got the ugly blinkers up front, ugly blinkers in the back. That needs to be gone. By the way, we are riding on 75 South, headed to 696 East right now to a car meet. Yes, it's Monday night and we're headed to the car meet, and it goes on to about 10 p.m. I believe. It's about 9. We're going to the meet towards the end of it, but there should be some cars. We'll see what it's like. In Michigan, because it's there's no twisties and no mountains anywhere, you gotta appreciate these on-ramps and off-ramps. This is where the fun happens. Although this wasn't super sketchy, bouncing up and down, these are pretty much the only corners you get here in Michigan. Unless you go like up north, but who wants to do that? That's too far up anyways for a bike ride. Man, this I would say, like, compared to the Speed Triple, because they're both 3-cylinders. So the Speed Triple is a 3-cylinder bike, and this is also a 3-cylinder bike. The benefit to 3-cylinder bike is that you got more torque everywhere. It's more linear power band, and that it gives a unique sound as well. And these are wheelie machines because you get torque everywhere. And I can actually keep up to my friends! Yay! Cafe Racer will be useless at times like this. I'll just be left in the dust in the back. because it's so slow on the highways at least. I don't really like these mirrors either. I think I'm gonna get ball in the mirrors. It sticks out too far and it's just kind of ugly for my taste. So the first difference you feel between this and the Speed Triple is that this actually rips out 1,000 grand more than the Triple does. So you got more room to play with. And like I said, this bike feels a lot lighter. It's like it feels like a toy. The riding position, even though both bikes are not meant to be like a sports bike, I would say FZ09 is more of a stamp up riding position as opposed to the Triumphs, which is more sporty. I think the suspension on this is a little more rough. It's a lot bouncier than the Triumphs. I know a lot of people go with like all-in suspension as an upgrade on these FZ09s. I would say the suspension is much better on the Triumphs, and the bike is better quality build, I think. It also sounds a lot louder than the Triumphs. It's probably gonna do with the exhaust that's on here. I have the M4 exhaust, and it actually spits flames when I rev it out, which is cool. I wonder if it does it when I'm downshifting. Although this is louder, I think the Triumph Speed Triple has better sound, more like gentleman sound. Brakes are solid. Everything feels more sharp. Like nothing is sloppy on this bike. It's more aggressive than the Triumphs. Like even the braking, the shifter is awesome. The transmission on this thing feels really solid. I know exactly which gear I am in, and it shifts very smoothly. And man, the engine on this bike is what really makes it up. I mean, this thing feels so good revving out. It's just so linear, so healthy, so powerful. I love the engine. You know, in a way, the quality and the build of the engine kind of offsets the rest of the bike. Like the throttle is kind of crappy, suspension is crappy, overall build quality of the bike in general is crappy. I feel like Yamaha just decided to design this awesome engine and put everything else to the second thought. They're like, alright, let's just build this awesome bike with awesome engine and then slap on basic suspension and fairings and whatnot to make it a bike. So long story short, as much as I like both bikes, FZ09 and Triumphs, I think I'm keeping the FZ09. And there's a lot more. One reason why I prefer the FZ09 over the Triumphs is that riding the FZ09 is like riding a bull, as opposed to Triumphs being like a horse. Triumphs is definitely a great bike, quality built piece of machinery, and I love it. But I think the FZ09 just fits my riding style a little better. It's more aggressive, it's more raw, it's kind of ridiculous how much torque this thing has, and that's what I'm looking for. I don't really care about top end speed, I just want to have fun on the streets, and I think FZ09 is a perfect bike for me. And that's the reason why I decided to keep the FZ09 over the Triumphs, is because I think there's more parts available for the FZ09. I'm gonna do fender eliminators front and back, carbon fiber wrap probably. I don't like the yellow at all. I don't like anything flashy. I know it's good for safety reasons on a motorcycle, but I just don't like any flashy colored vehicles. So I'll get rid of the yellow and probably do like a carbon fiber wrap or some darker colored wrap. Maybe like a gray would be cool color to wrap with. I might even do a suspension swap on the FZ09, since it's such a common mod and a lot of people say it improves the riding so much better. So, you know, there's more I can do with the FZ09 than the Triumphs. And I think a lot of you can relate to the FZ09 a little more than you can to the Triumphs. From what I heard, FZ09 is one of the top selling motorcycles in Europe after like the BMWs. So, you know, I want to help you guys out. I want to do some installation videos, some riding feedbacks, experiences with the bike, so you guys can relate to the bike as well. Holy fuck, that came all out of nowhere. I hope we all got off that late because that was out of nowhere. Thanks for the heads up, dude. Woohoo! Fire! God, this thing sounds good cruising. Listen to the pop. Pop, pop, pop. Pop, pop, pop. Alright, I think we're almost there. Of course, because of the Lamborghini and the GTR. Alright, we are here. Alright, we made it to the meet. We're just gonna go for a quick walk around. We are late as always, but let's see what's happening here. Some exotics.
Shouldn't be late, it's just who we are.
Yeah. Well.
This is trickled out. This is a great turnout. I just
and like even with
Nice F-Type. 458.
Bitch, I'm heavy. I can't get out of it.
taking this home. I can't get up.
Got a Huracan, 2 GTRs. Looks like the meet is already. Looks like people already left, but there's still some cars here. 2 GTRs. Looks like this is a brand new GT on the right here. Interesting wrap. Optima batteries. He probably tracks this thing, which would be awesome because I don't usually see a GTR driver take their GTR to the racetrack. By racetrack I mean road course, time attack. That's the stuff I'm into. It's great to see GTR have fun around circles. Now there's a cop just chilling right there. He has nothing to do. So that was a meet. Definitely not my kind of crowd. This is one of the reasons why I don't go to meets. I don't care about brand new Lamborghinis and McLarens with hood open.
Mac what?
Mac what? McNuggets? What? I don't care about stock cars with, you know, money drawn all over it. There's nothing unique about that. I don't want to be one of those guys. So we're just gonna go riding to Detroit and get some drinks. So that's it for today, guys. I'll see you in the next episode.